And just as I hit that button, I felt like I needed to sneeze. All right. Good morning and welcome. Trying to maneuver around my walrus cat. Come to your seat. Got my weights nearby. We're going to do some of that today. Thought we'd do some nitric oxide pump today too to get us going. Get grounded. Get centered. Come to your breath. Feel your body. Notice your hips. Notice that rooted connection all the way from the crown of the head, all the way down to your tail. Deep breaths in and out. What do I need today? As you're tuning in, asking yourself that question. What do I need today? What does my body need today? What do I want to feel today? Comes to mind that we are so easily influenced by outside things and what people say. And, maybe as we get older and we get wiser, we listen less sometimes. So removing all of the outside stimulus and just being still with ourselves. Following your heart. This connection to breath, the prana, the life force. Let it be your guide. Every inhale and every exhale. Let's be all about the energy today. So let's begin with our breath that travels up our energy centers from our pelvic floor all the way up to rest and pause, the center of the brain and the pineal gland. And as we're traveling up the energy center, up the midline of the body with the breath, like you're sipping through a straw, engage the pelvic floor. As soon as you start to sip, pull in the belly button, drawing the belly button to the spine, through the empowerment center, through the heart center, turn your love light on, breathe through the throat, and pause. Exhaling out nice and slow, and then just sitting for a moment, seeing how you feel before you begin again. Energize and engage. Breathe up. Feel the heart expand. Breathe and pause at the third eye. And let it go. Softening on the exhale. And beginning again, let's take 3 more rounds on our own whenever you're ready. Filling yourself up from top to bottom. If you've got time for one more, take one more. Take a moment to notice how you feel after you finish your last one. Bring the hands together for a nice energetic rubbing session. Rubbing the hands, the palms of the hands together, creating a friction, the back side of your hands, your wrist all around. Begin to milk and knead each finger, pulling it from the base all the way to the end. Getting all of our acupressure points on all the fingers. This is really helpful. Keep circulation, especially if you feel like your hands feel arthritic sometimes. Get all the way down into the base of your thumb with a nice massage. In this little valley here, with your thumb and your index finger on each side, give that a nice massage. And this is an acupressure point for our liver. Do that on both sides. Now let's go up the arm a little bit. So if you go up about 3 fingers from the crease of your wrist on the thumb side, and just give that a little massage there. One of our, doing that on both sides, one of our main objectives is to keep that energy flow in the body. And also, the parts that we don't always think about that we take for granted, like our liver, our spleen, our lymphatic system, until, maybe something pops up. One of my daughters has a lump that came up like right about here. I'm like, well, it sounds like a gland. And then, that came up before she started feeling like, oh, like I kind of have a cold. So the prescription was jump up and down, massage it. So let's do that also. Make some little tippy-tappy finger taps above the forehead, around the eyes, your occipital bone, your whole face. And when you get here to your chin, you're going to take your fingers kind of like this, like a hook, and you're going to go on your chin and draw up to the earlobes. This is a little face yoga, if you will, and massage. And so really draw your frown up and smile. And you're using your thumbs here underneath your chin. And really pull up here. Do this every day. Sometimes I do it when I'm just sitting drinking my tea in the morning. Take a minute to draw that up. So when I'm getting here, I'm like hooking that little spot and drawing that up too. And then just go down with the throat. And maybe even reach around and give your neck a little massage. We have a lot of lymph nodes everywhere. And, I know this because my son actually was always prone when he was little to getting strep. And he would get these little, they look like pearls up the back of his neck, kind of close to his spine. And then would go up from the base of the neck all the way down into the top of his trap. And we would massage and we would get him jumping on the trampoline to help those things that are getting, well, it's your lymph node's job, right? To collect all of the junk. Let's go to the thymus and tap here while we're here today. It's our body's, our lymphatic system's job to collect all the stuff, and then it works together with our spleen and our liver to get rid of it. So the heating up and the jumping up and down helps with that flow. Now let's take one arm and tap it down. We want our tapping right away. Back across, go 3 times in both directions. And if you have a spot on your skin that needs a little extra healing, tap that a little more. Three good passes. And when you're all done, just shake out the arms. So I want to remind you also, we're doing a lot of this energy work from a seated position. So you could do it anytime, anywhere, and then flick it off. Whatever you're holding on to, flick it off. Shake it off, just like you're drying your hands and you don't have a towel. Flick it off. All right, just take a moment to pause there and see and notice what sensations you can feel. My hands feel like things are still dripping off the ends of my fingers. Nice little sensation there. Breathe out. Switch the cross in the legs if you haven't already. And let's begin to spin around. Get the shoulders, this beautiful infinity circle. Getting into the low back. Use your hands to really massage your knees as you're twirling around. Take that in both directions. Now let's take our fingers and with a long spine, creep forward. Exhaling and inhaling, coming back and opening up. Exhale, creep forward. Inhale, open back. Using your breath and going within a depth that feels comfortable. Little bit of a back bend and a little bit of a forward fold. Turning your body upside down like an hourglass. And everything running up and running down is also helpful for lymphatic flow. Extend your legs out in front. Don't forget which leg you have closest to your body. Extend it out. Shake it out a little bit. And let's do some tapping here. Up and around, hip bones, front of the thighs, inside your feet, the legs, back of the legs, lower back. And then just start to take your hands and stroke upward and really try to squeeze, like you're squeezing a pastry bag or a tube of toothpaste. Get some flow. And again, if you've got a spot that needs a little extra healing, give that a tap, tap, tap. And then we're going to take our thumbs again and come in between the big toe and the second toe and massage right there on the top of your foot. Another acupressure point for our liver. We get some more, perhaps, beets in our diet. Now, same thing that we did on the wrist, you're going to go about 3 fingers up from the ankle bone. And right, you have a bone right here, so it's more towards the calf. So on the bottom side, not the top side. And you're going to massage right there with your thumb, just like we did on our wrists. And so you might even notice while you're doing these massages, is there any tenderness? Which might indicate that, they might be clogged up right there with tenderness. All right, shake that out. Inhale, stretch the arms up overhead. Exhale, reach for the soles of the feet. Inhale, stretch up to the sky. Exhale, bring the hands back behind the back and open up. And if you want to, you could ground through the feet and lift the hips. And again, extend the legs. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, reach the crown of the head towards the feet. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, reach back. Ground the feet and lift up. Let your body here be parallel, even the head and neck. Let's do that one more time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right. As you come back to your seat, change the cross in your legs if you can remember where you were. And let's creep forward. Exhale. And open back. Just lining up these hips just a little differently. Creep forward. And open back. And let's do two more. Creep forward. Exhale. And open back. Draw the chin into the chest, a little milking through the throat, and open up. Inhale, stretch your arms up to the sky, and twist to your right. Inhale, stretch up to the sky, and exhale, twist to the left. Let's add on a side twist. Inhale up to the sky, exhale, and then lift that right arm up to the sky, supporting yourself on the left. Back to center. Inhale and exhale. And inhale, stretch that left arm up to the sky. And then let's put that together with our twist. Inhale. You could change the cross in the legs. Twist to the right. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale and exhale. Take that lateral stretch. And release. Inhale. And exhale. Lateral stretch. Inhale, both arms over the head. Exhale the hands to your heart center. Take a moment to pause. See how you feel. And then as you feel ready, find your way into your child's pose, flipping yourself around. And we're going to get into a little low grounded flow here. Stretch those fingertips forward, bow your head, massage your forehead from side to side. Remind yourself that all is well. Give yourself permission to come from a place of feeling and less about what can be accomplished. Inhaling forward into modified plank or full plank if you desire. Exhale, lower the chest in between the hands, drawing those elbows back behind you. Inhale, cobra pose. And then choose downward facing dog or child's pose. I'm going to prep my down dog, curling my heels, pressing back onto my knees, lifting the hips and the knees and the thighs, and then coming into downward facing dog with a little walk in the dog move, bending your knees right and left. Pull your belly button in, pull your pelvic floor in, just like we did in our first breathing exercise this morning. Melt those heels down. And let's do this flow 2 more times. Lower to your knees or just come straight forward into your plank. Breathe in and out. Exhale, lower down. Hug those elbows in tight. Uncurl your toes. Inhale, lift into cobra pose. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale back into child's pose or prep to down dog or straight into downward facing dog. Replace those feet a little bit closer to the hands. Melt the heels down, bending the knees right and left. Breathe. Just one more time. Remember to move at the measure and the sound of your own breath. One breath, one inhale, one exhale. Inhale to plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to press back. Child's pose or down dog, whatever you like. So if you're in your child's pose, you're resting. If you're in your down dog, you're resting and breathing, energizing, getting some blood flow into the brain. And we're going to find our way up to our hands, coming into a forward fold. So wherever you are, find your way into that forward fold, grabbing your elbows, bending and straightening the knees, shaking your head out. Pull that belly button in, pull your pelvic floor in, and let's roll it up nice and slow. Coming all the way up to the top, and then when you get there, open your face to the sky, roll your shoulders back and around, back and around. And let's slowly take the right arm, following your fingertips and circling up and around and back. And just the right side of your body. Let's do this 3 times. Try to circle being in a place of ease and effortless, just kind of like it's floating. And then when you finish 3 on the right side, go right into the left side. Follow the fingers with your eyes. Let the arm float as if this is no work for your body at all. Just getting that shoulder warmed up a little bit more. If you notice that you're going a little fast, see if you can slow down. Coming to the center, relax the shoulders, shake everything out a little bit. Now we're going to do our nitric oxide pump and get everything ready for our little resistance work. So remember, it's a squat, It's a marching frontal raise kind of arm. It's a jumping jack arm and a shoulder press. And we're going to do 3 rounds of that. And let's say we'll do 12 repetitions of each one. You can do this any time of the day that you need a little boost. And so this is really good for your cardiovascular system. Increasing that nitric oxide in your bloodstream will help to lower blood pressure and, just blood flow in general. All right. So when you're ready, here we go. Take your squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all the way up. Marching frontal raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And jumping jack arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And shoulder presses. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up and down. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. As your arms come down, let's go right into our second set. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And get your 12, and here's your arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Shoulder presses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Third set. When you're ready, squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And shoulder presses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Pause and notice sensations. Breath change, heart rate change, any tingling. You notice I can feel my shoulders. Everybody else, can you feel your shoulders talking to you a little bit? Breathe in and out. Inhale, rise, hands to the sky. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Shake the head out, yes and no. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. Reverse swan dive. Inhale all the way up to the sky. Bring your knuckles to the small of the back. Exhale, standing camel pose. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Right leg forward, left leg back, opening up in our warrior stance. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Open up into 5-point star, turning to the long end of your mat. Toes turned out, heels turned in. Squat down, goddess pose. Inhale back up into 5-point star. Let's do a few of these. Squat and open. Squat and open. Squat and open. One more time. Bring your hands to heart center, and then let's just turn to warrior over towards the left leg and bend and straighten that left knee. Bend and straighten. Turning that left hip. I'm sorry, that's your right hip. Your right hip towards your left leg. Come back to the center. Inhale, 5-point star. Exhale, goddess pose. And let's do a few more of these here. Coming down a little bit deeper. Make sure your knees are following the center of your foot. Pull your belly button in, your pelvic floor in. One more time. Bring your hands to your hips. Turn your feet forward and your heels out. Belly button pulled in. Exhale, hinge forward and float all the way down. Hands can stay on the hips, on the thighs, on the floor in front of your face, grabbing the elbows, or even on the outside edge of your feet. Draw yourself through as if you can look back and look up towards the sky behind your booty. Breathe in, breathe out. Blood flow to the brain. And then release. You're going to bring your hands back to your hips and come on up. Step those feet together. Take a moment in mountain pose to pause. And then as you feel ready, let's grab our weights. If you want to use weights this morning, we are going to focus a little bit more on inner thighs. That's why we warmed up with our goddess and 5-point star poses. We're going to just take our basic move first, a squat, a bicep curl, a shoulder press, coming forward into our deadlift and an upright row. So when you're ready, let's begin. Squat, come straight up and curl, shoulder press, back down nice and slow, hinging forward, pull your belly button in, deadlift, push the booty back, pull the belly in, come up, and upright row. Okay, let's do 9 more of those. Squat, curl, press, lower, lift, upright row. Number 3, squat. Try to go a little bit slower. Using the resistance of your body in both directions, not only as you're squeezing it up, but also as you're lowering. Breathing in and breathing out. And this is my number 5, so we're about halfway there. Resistance, we know, so good for our bones. Really working that connection between our soft tissue and our bones. Strengthens all of that. Increased muscle mass as we age. So much benefits. Increasing our protein also. Okay, we got 4 more. Taking your time. Of course, it's a challenge for my brain to keep count. All right, 2 more. Slow and controlled. How we doing? Now get all of your 10. So if I'm going a little bit too fast and you still got some more, keep going. And after you finish, let's do 10 repetitions of each movement. If you need to pause and take a break, take a pause. So here we go, 10 squats. Chest up. If you need to do less, and then pause. Bicep curls. Shoulder presses. Knees soft, bellies in tight. Do as many as you can. Pause when you're finished. And then we'll put our last 2 moves together. Fold forward, come up, upright row. Deadlift, belly in tight, knees are soft. They don't have to be locked. Two more. Woo. Open yourself back up. You can use 2 weights here on the hips, here in front, or 1 dumbbell. And let's do our little plie squat. Inner thighs. Keep the spine up nice and tall. You can do this with or without weights. Single presses. And let's add a little rhythm. So we're going to press down for 3. 1, 2, 3, up on 4. 2, 2, 3, up on 4. 3, 2, 3, up on 4. One more time. And then we're going to increase that to 7s. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 2 more of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Woo! Drop your weights. Shake out the hands. Keeping the legs wide. Let's start with a little toe touch. And we're going to do this across the body movement. So we'll start by bringing the weight over into the left leg. Right leg is extended. Reach and pull across. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Big swirl. Reach, pull. Reach, pull. Reach, pull. Reach, pull. Nice little twist. Now you could kick the leg and get a little more inner thigh, or just keep pulling across with a bent knee. Woo. All right, shake it out. Go back to your toe tap, side to side. And when you're ready, we'll do the other side. Ground through the right foot and pull with the left. Pull, twist, twist and center. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Watch the placement of your foot back down from toe to heel. Straight leg if you want. And when you've had enough, rest. Go back to tap. Bring the feet together. Turn back to the short end. Inhale, stretch the arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Get some blood flow into the brain. Shake your head out. If you like, reach around, grab the backs of the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, find your way down to hands and knees. Gently sway from side to side. Gentle twist and stretch through the shoulders and the hips. Coming to center for cat and cow. Exhale, draw chin to chest, curl tailbone under. Inhale, lift and extend. Exhale, curl. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl. Inhale, extend. Coming back to neutral, let's step the right foot through in between your hands. Coming forward into our low lunge. Gently walk the hands up to the knee, getting the shoulders over the hip for this great big stretch. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale your hands to the small of your back. Continue to open, holding the stretch in your lower body. All the way up, and now bring the hands to the inside of your right foot. And let's just play with that right knee a little bit and the outside edge of your foot. So you're going to roll over to the side a bit, playing with the hip, moving us into what's called a king pigeon pose. You can step that foot out a little wider if you need to. You could use your right hand on the inside of your right leg to open it up. So we're just going to be careful with the ankle and roll over to the edge of the foot. Breathe in and out. Pausing here in the center. You can use support with blocks. Maybe this is where you are right here for a few breaths. Or maybe you'd like to come down to your forearms if that's in your body. I'm going to use my cat as a prop. Breathe in and breathe out. Try to let your head and neck go here. And then whenever you're ready, step that right leg back and find your child's pose. Coming back forward to all fours. When you're ready, let's step the left foot through. Extend that right leg back a little bit farther. Walk the hands up. Inhale the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to lower back. Continue to open. Feeling that stretch in the right thigh. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale, lower the hands to the inside of the left foot. Walk the left foot out a little bit and just start to play with your hip. A little open and closing of the door. We also do this on our back, if you recall from time to time. You can hold that open. Open the chest, open the face, open the heart. And as we come back, let's just hold to support here. Letting the head go. Connecting and following the breath. At least 3 cycles of breath, but maybe 4 or 5. And then when you're ready, step that left leg back and come on back into child's pose. A beautiful pause. Breathe in and out. Let's find our way to our seat. Let's do a little core work here before we come all the way down. Coming into our boat pose, Malasana boat pose, Navasana boat pose. Sit up nice and tall, lifting through the heart and the chest, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale to come back. Pull that belly button in. Inhale to come up. So just like we did with our breath, as you're exhaling and coming back, you're drawing the pelvic floor up and in and the belly button up and in, securing those energy locks. Exhale and inhale. Utilize the legs if you like, one leg at a time. Exhale and inhale. You might like to extend the arms all the way up overhead as you lift. Making a big sweeping motion. And if you like, you might even turn the sweeping motion into a side twist and rotation, getting your obliques. Get yourself finished. And then as you come to the center, let's bring the soles of the feet together, holding on. Massage the inner thighs with our butterfly pose.
And then let's roll forward, letting our back take a nice stretch here. If rolling forward isn't comfortable, then keep an extended spine. See if it feels all right to let the head and the neck and the shoulders roll forward. Taking your time to come up and to roll back. Ground the feet hip distance apart. Stretch the arms down the sides of the body, reaching your fingertips for your heels. Lengthen your neck. Let's do some rolling bridges here to open up the front of this body. Exhale, lift the hips. Keep the chin down the chest. Feel the feet and everything lined up. Feet, knees, hips, shoulders. Inhale to lower, nice and slow. And if you want to, you could use your arms, lifting your arms over your head as you lower. Exhale, bridge, press into the arms. Inhale, lower. Maybe the arms raise over the head, or maybe they stay at your sides. Exhale, bridge. Really squeeze those glutes, your booty muscles. Inhale, lower. Exhale, bridge. One more time. Inhale, lower. Let the arms come over the crown of the head and rest here. Soles of the feet come together. Let the knees open wide. And again, gently rock like a teeter-totter from side to side. Let yourself be still for a few breaths. Giving ourselves a pace to follow, slowly bringing everything back down, regulating our heart rate and our blood pressure. Bringing the knees back up to center, let's cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Arms out to the side like the letter T. Gently swish from side to side because it feels so yummy. Little bit of a hip stretch, little bit of a twist. Massaging that lower back with the roll from side to side. Holding at your center. Let's bring that left foot off the floor and hold our stretch. Lengthen the neck. Now, if you want to, the left leg can rise up to the sky. Hold it there. Release it all the way down. And then just switch sides. Place the right foot down and cross the left ankle over. Get that twist going from side to side using a range of motion that feels okay. As you bring your body to the center, draw that right foot up off the floor and hold. Taking your time to let yourself bring those legs down. Stretch all the way out, lengthening the legs and extending the arms over the crown of the head. Rock the hips from side to side. And for our final pose, let's do happy baby pose.
Drawing the knees into the body. Reach your elbows for the insides of the knees. You can reach your peace fingers around for your big toes, or you can reach the outsides of your feet, or you can have the elbows on the outside and draw your ankles down. So, or even on the back of the thighs. So, wherever you can grab if you can't get your big toes. Gently rock from side to side. Lengthen your neck. And if you like, play with those legs a little bit, bending and straightening one leg at a time. You can even bring that into a full straddle, holding the toes, the ankles, or the outsides of the legs for support, or the insides of the legs for a little gentle encouragement. And then bring that back and together and lower your feet. And now let's find our way into our final rest. Whether your legs are fully extended or the feet are wide and the knees and inner thighs are together, if this feels better for your low back. Nothing left to do but just be. We've given ourselves really a complete full body work in and work out today. Let everything settle. Your time, and as you feel ready, gently awaken and find your way to your seat. Notice your energy body. Notice if you feel clear, more focused. kind of like the cobwebs have been cleared. If you can breathe a little easier, just notice whatever comes up. Bring your hands to your heart center whenever you're ready. Take a moment for gratitude, your blessings, and maybe something that you ordinarily don't speak of. We have our usual, but maybe you can think of something more unique that maybe you take for granted. The light within me honors and bows to the light within you. Namaste.